Hi, and welcome back to Rowdy Sports Day 9 Preview World Cup. This is Peach. Bang! All right. USA versus Australia. All right, I'm ready for it. I am definitely ready for it. Are you ready for it? This will be the fifth meeting between these two countries in Seattle at Lumen Field. You know, USA looked really convincing in their first game, 4-1. Australia looked very convincing in their first game, 2-0, first clean sheet of the tournament. This is going to be a good game, in my opinion. I mean, maybe not an insanely high-scoring game like the 6-0 Canada win or the 7-1 Germany. But, it's going to be a good game. I'm predicting a 3-1. Players that I'm looking at the most, probably Weston McKennie, especially if Christian Pulisic is injured. I'm going to look at him to be the biggest creator in the team. Him and Serginho Dest, I'm going to say, are going to be the biggest creators within the team. But I'm going to say that Florian Balogun is probably going to be the biggest goal threat within the team. I mean, 2 goals in his last game. This might be the awakening. People might be like, dang, Flow Rider's got it. And I think he does. So if I'm putting bets out there, I'm probably betting on Flow Rider, Florian Balogun. And if Christian Pulisic isn't playing, you're looking at Timothy Weah on the left, who I think is a real downgrade. But I think he will overlap with Anthony Robinson a lot more than Christian Pulisic does. Robinson ends up doing a lot more coverage for Pulisic, because Pulisic is such a driving forward player that he's not looking for that back pass or the side pass out to Anthony Robinson, where I think Timothy Weah is going to be cutting in more and looking for that kind of overlapping run from Anthony Robinson a lot. So if Weah is starting, Robinson's like a great pick. I think Robinson's a good pick either way, but if Weah is starting, he's an even better pick. But if Pulisic is starting, you're betting on Pulisic for sure. I mean, especially in this game. Players that I'm looking at on Australia, definitely Metcalf again. He had a great first game. Toure, also pretty decent first game. Beach, the goalkeeper, you're looking, he's maybe not in this game, but definitely his next. He's the person that you want to be betting on in this team because he's got hands. And Italiano, because he's the only Italian in the World Cup. Just kidding. Well, I'm not. So I'm predicting a 3-1 win to the USA here. Betting on Florian Balogun is probably my biggest bet here. Moving on, Scotland versus Morocco. This is the second meeting between these two countries. It will be in Boston at Foxborough Stadium. Players I'm looking at are going to be McTominay, Super John McGinn. We got John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. Stevie Clark's man, better than Zidane. We got Super John McGinn. All right. Scotland, I'm betting on Scotland. No, I'm not really betting on Scotland. I'm betting on a 2-2 draw in this game. But they have McTominay, McGinn, and Ferguson. I'm really looking at their midfield is what I'm saying. The midfield for Scotland is way better than their attacking line. I'm not saying that their attacking line can't get it done, but their midfield seems to be really all the point hawks. McTominay is not a point hawk. I just think he can get a shot on goal. I'm bringing him up because I think you can get a shot on target, or I'd bet on a 0.5 over on a shot on target in this game for him. I think there will be shots from outside the box more than anything. I think your biggest dangerous man is Ferguson, to be completely honest, in this game. Well, I think that McGinn McGinn had the goal in the first game to win for Scotland. I'm not sure that he's the type of guy that can do it every single game, especially from the midfield, and especially against this Morocco team. This Morocco team is pretty brutal in the midfield. So I think that shots are going to be coming from outside the box. I think it's going to be really hard to get into the final third against Morocco, especially with Hakimi and Mazraoui. I'm looking at players like Ferguson, McGinn, and McTominay more than anybody. Moving on to Morocco. The Sabri? I don't know. There's the big guy up top, number 9. I do think that, the thing about Scotland is they have like 17 left backs that play in their fucking defensive positions, and like they're all great, sure, they're all very good players, but it's only going to take like one experienced number 9 to just figure out a way through a bunch of left backs. You know, it's different when you have like a bunch of center backs that are like really, really, you know, just wildly brutal through the middle. But, you know, they have Andy Robertson, Aaron Hickey, maybe Kieran Tierney, I don't know, Hanley and Hendry they're all left backs. They're all left footed. Like, it's just an interesting thing. You don't see that very often with any nation. I can't think of another national team that has that many left backs and left footed defenders. It's weird. Doesn't matter. So the players I'm looking at are Sabri. We'll say Sabari. Up top, number 9, Brahim Diaz. I think he's just going to wreak havoc, dude. Hakimi and Mazraoui. I think you get points from either one of them. Definitely Hakimi. You'll get points from Hakimi. I mean, he is literally the driving force in this team. But Brahim Diaz is like a really good budget pick. If you can get Brahim Diaz in fantasy sports between 5 and 6,500, I think that he's like worth it. I think he's worth it, especially in this game. I think he'll find the space. He's very quick. He's not very tall, but I just think he can find the space and create a chance. And I think that ultimately that's what you're looking for within this game. I'm saying that this game is going to end 2-2. I think all the goals are going to be bangers, though. For some reason, I just think that this game is. I think this might be one of the better games of the day. And there's some there's like good games that are happening tomorrow. Today? What time is it? 1 a.m. today. Moving on. Brazil versus Haiti. This will be the 5th time these two countries meet. This will be played in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. And the players I'm looking at are pretty much all the usual suspects. Vinny Jr. had the opening goal for Brazil in their 1-1 draw. They're going to be looking to get right. You know what I mean? They're going to be looking to silence all the people that were talking shit. And I think they have it in them, especially against Haiti. I mean, if they can't do it against Haiti, then there's going to be some real big question marks. So, players I'm looking at. Vinny Jr., Matheus Cunha is speculated to be starting over Igor Thiago. If Thiago's starting, I'm playing him. If Cunha's starting, I'm playing him. They're both very good on their day, and especially against this Haiti team, I think there will be a lot of goals for Brazil here, but I think they're going to be from all over the place. I don't think a single striker gets maybe a goal and assist, but I don't think any striker is getting, or any forward or any midfielder or any defender is getting more than one goal here. Matheus Cunha, Rafinha, Bruno Guimaraes, I would bet on because I think he's going to be taking a lot of free kicks and stuff like that. He had that. Did he have the assist to Vinny? I can't remember in the first game, but it's someone that I look at. Their bench is stacked, like players like Martinelli. If like Cunha is not playing, Igor Thiago is on the bench, Edric's on the bench, Ryan's on the bench. I would look at like Danilo for maybe a buy down depending on his price point for defenders. But I don't think he's going to be a buy down. He's probably going to be like 6K, and you don't want to be spending that on defenders. There will be defenders that are worth way more. Speaking of which, yeah, I think there will be. You know what I mean? I'm not betting on Haiti. I'm not picking a Haiti player to save my life. I'm picking Allison in goal. It doesn't matter how much he costs. It's going to be a free clean sheet. You know what I mean? There's no way you can get me to pick Haiti tomorrow for anything. If I'm picking any players on that team, if I'm shouting anybody out, it's Wilson Isidore and John Rickner Bellegarde. And I'm not picking them because they're going to get beat up in that midfield. And if Lucas Paqueta is starting for Brazil tomorrow, I will have a nervous breakdown. I will freak the fuck out. He is the reason they did so bad in the first game. There is no way in my mind. If dude starts for them, I will shit a chicken out of my dick. And I'll post that on Instagram. I'll just probably crash out. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't think Lucas Paqueta should be starting in this team. Got relegated with West Ham, and how is he starting for Brazil? Are you kidding me? You're telling me that out of all the incredible Brazilian players, you choose to pick the guy who got relegated? I don't think so, dude. Don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm predicting. Oh, another crazy thing: Neymar did not travel with the squad. He will not be playing in this game whatsoever. I'm predicting still a 4-0 win for Brazil here. I know that's really high because they, didn't seem like they were together, but I think they'll just pull it together. I mean, they're a really talented team with a lot of really incredible players. And it's just hard for me to fathom that they won't just beat the shit out of Haiti tomorrow. I get it. It's the World Cup. Everyone's ready to die for their country. But come on. This is Brazil versus Haiti we're talking about. If Brazil doesn't step up in this game and they just win 1-0, which is a win, it's just not going to be good enough. It won't take them through the knockout stages. And I think we'll see that tomorrow. This is like do or die. This is like, hey, are you here to win or are you here to just play and have fun? You're representing your country. You got to be there to win. You know what I mean? And we'll see if Brazil's got it in them tomorrow. Moving on, Turkey versus Paraguay. This is the final game of the day. It's going to be the second meeting of these two countries. It will be played at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, home of the San Francisco Giants. San Francisco Giants, 49ers. What? Giants suck. Whatever. Let's move on. Players that I'm looking at, Ard Guler again. I mean, he just had kind of a stinker in his first game, but I think he's just got it in him. He's a Real Madrid player. He's got to show out. And if people this is his opportunity to be knocking on the door saying, listen, I should be starting. I am good enough to be starting every day for Real Madrid. And, he has got to show it in this tournament. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. Kenan Yildiz, he's very good. If he's playing on the left-hand side, I definitely would throw a Dala at him. You know what I mean? I'd say a shot on target, maybe even a wild goal. You know what I mean? I think he's got it in him. And Calhanoglu. God, I never get that name right, but I did. Calhanoglu. He's the person I'm betting on the most. Free kicks, corners, all that stuff. He's got it on lock, and he's the captain of the Turkey team. He's a baller. He plays great for Inter. He's worth the bet for sure. But I think that Paraguay is going to give them a run for their money. I don't think that Turkey is ready for the South American kind of aggression that they're about to kind of experience. While they have play like that, Julio Enciso, Miggy Almiron, Gomez, and Conqueros. I don't think I got that right. I would bet on either Gomez or Conqueros in fantasy, especially in defense. If you can get them for a low buy down, I think they'll have really good output, especially with Enciso and Miggy Almiron. They looked like they were ready to play. I just think they got really outdone by the U.S. I don't think that people expected the U.S. to start so strong, so Paraguay were stunned. I mean, they got their one goal. I would definitely consider Julio Enciso. I think he literally is doing everything for them, and if you can get him for a cut price in fantasy, he's definitely worth the bid. Predicting a 2-2 draw here as well. So let's go over it. Big picks for tomorrow. Pulisic isn't starting. We're obviously going for McKinney and Dest. Obviously. In Scotland, we're looking at McGinn and Ferguson over anybody else. Maybe for Morocco, we're looking at Sabari and Brahim Diaz and Hakimi for sure. Maybe Mazraoui if he's way cut price, because I don't know what it is about Mazraoui and the Morocco team, but he plays so much better than he does for United. And Brazil versus Haiti, Vinny Jr., Cunha if Thiago's not playing, Thiago if Cunha's not playing, Bruno G for all the free kicks and spot kicks, Rafinha. The buy down is going to be for Bruno G. The buy down is going to be for Igor Thiago. Those are the players that you're going to be looking at because they have so much upside. They have such a high ceiling. You know what I mean? And Turkey and Paraguay, we're looking at Kalinoglu and Yildiz more than Ardguler, because Ardguler is going to be overpriced. So you want to look at the other two, and he really is going to be overpriced. And Julio Enciso and Miggy Almiron. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe. And